Alrighty. Just gonna get right into it. For those that watch this later, because there's nobody in the chat right now because it just started, always take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? If it doesn't resonate, don't take it. It's not always going to resonate with everybody who watches, okay? There is a heck of a lot of people out there, and there are a lot of different people who need this message, right? And some people who don't need it. So the ones who truly need it, I believe, will benefit from this reading somehow because it's an energy reading, which means it's not personal. Right? Energy readings are never personal. It's, one of those things, well, it comes with the territory, like if you own a lion and you get bit, well, it comes with the territory, right? Like something just kind of comes with something because that's the way that the energy flows in. So that's the way that we're going to channel this today. This thing's fucking backwards. Okay. Here we go. I can gamble on the dice. Let's go. What is up with the energy today? 7th house. The devil. Okay, and the dice, okay, so we've got the node sign, okay? And it wasn't on north and it wasn't on south. And when I tried to put it to the north, I went, no. And then I tried to put it to the south and I went, no, which means it's coming in sideways, which has never happened before. That is, okay, let's see what the 7th house is about before I start speaking. Libra. And then with Capricorn, holy Jesus. Seventh house is partnerships. The addictive, maybe that's what it is. The addictive partnerships are leaving people. It's like I feel the collective is getting stronger. And facing their demons and not being scared anymore, right? Because, I mean, oh my God, you think life is scary now? I think in the coming years, it's going to get a lot worse. And it just means that people have to build stronger children, okay, to fight the storm, and also build up a fighter inside of them, right? Because if you don't learn how to fight and fight for yourself and fight for your honor and fight for your food and fight for your will to survive and fight for your growth, then absolutely nobody else is going to. And it's only going to get harder because I think the will to live is going to get much more complex. And it's going to be the ones who don't have a lot of money, don't really have a lot going for them, and don't really have a path that are going to want to jump off that bridge because it's going to be like, I'm not fighting for anything, so why do I want to be here, right? The world doesn't need me. And it's kind of an awful thing to say, but I do think that is what happens with a lot of people. The devil gets into them, and then they don't know where to go. It's like they just lay down and die, right? It's like they can't face it, they can't walk away from it, so they just surrender to it. And when you surrender to something, that means you've given up. Like, you've given up hope. And if you've given up hope, then like you're fucking screwed. You've got to hope to God that there's somebody out there that cares about you more than you care about yourself in order to keep you afloat. And that is so unfair to do to people, to try to seek somebody out that cares about you more than you care about yourself so then you can stay living. Is like, I know a lot of people, and I've dated a lot of people who just lay down and die. They just stop caring. There is nothing, there is no will, there is no, I guess, 10, 15 years ago was a lot different than what it is now. The way the internet has come about, and like, I don't even know what I would be doing with myself if I couldn't do this. Like, this is the only thing that I really want to do is read tarot. It's the only thing I'm really connected to. It's the only thing that I feel guided to. So that's the only thing I pursue, but I know I have to make money. I love making money. So I'll always figure out a way to make money by working the least amount of hours to make the most amount of money. And in my world, that's in the serving industry or hooking. Honestly, there isn't really much difference other than one has clothes on. But like what I do for people is like so sometimes is so demeaning. Like the way that I get treated, I'm like, I'm sorry. What did I do to you today? Right? But I won't lay down and die. I'm not going to give up. I never have given up, or I wouldn't be here. Because I've tried to kill myself quite a few times and it's never worked. And it's never worked because the will behind it wasn't there. So I didn't lay down and die. I had to face what I needed to face instead of continuing to walk away from it, because that's the south node. You turn your back on something, right? Then you don't want to look at it. When you face something head on, that means you're willing to face whatever it is that's blocking you or tempting you or putting fear in you or making you lose your mind or your temper or whatever it is, right? You have to face the demons. You have to face the devil. And it's really hard to do because a lot of partnerships are based off of really false pretenses. One person's got one motivation and the other person's got another motive. And what makes one person in a relationship is not the other. And people can fake it. They really can. They can make it seem like they're the happiest people in the world and they are fucking miserable. Oh my God, I just closed my eyes and saw Michael Myers. Jesus. Why the fuck would I see him? And I just looked down at the magician card on my desk here. Okay, I think the world of tarot is like, can you just please start pulling cards? Because the dice are leading the astrology, right? That's what we want to do. We want to bring in what the planets are doing. So now we got the 9 of Pentacles with the 8 of Cups. So it's almost like somebody's got to take their independence and walk away, right? Walk to something deeper. Something is not deep enough. Like maybe that's what it is. That's what it is. That just got pushed forward, the devil. So that's what somebody has to face, is something in a relationship that's only tempting. It's just a temptation. That's all that it is. And it's turned into a relationship that somebody's laid down to die in. Right? So now we've got the Wheel of Fortune with death. Holy fuck, Scorpio right behind it. So that's what the wheel is coming for you. And it's giving you a transition. It's giving you a death transition because you have the independence. You can go independent. So obviously this relationship, you're the one that has the money. So you're trying to walk towards something that means something towards you. That's why she's walking towards the water, right? She wants to walk towards something that means something and get off the ground, right? But in order for something to mean something, you've got to put your fucking all into it too then, because you're walking towards the unknown. Okay, and then there's the World. I think once something is opening for you, and once you take that step and you go, okay, I got to end this. This has to die. I have to walk towards something that is deeper than what, and it's like a friendship. I almost see, because I'm like looking at the dolphin now, and the dolphins always represent friendship and laughter and fun and coming alive again. And whenever you see a dolphin, do you have a frown on your face afterwards? No. Right? So maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're trying to walk towards a relationship that's happier, that's more joyful. Now I can hear my phone ringing. So that seems to be what it is. Because then there's the 8 of Wands. It's like as soon as that chapter closes and you walk towards something, then the world ends that chapter for you. And it's something fucking flies in. Or you go flying forward. Something about that 8 of Wands. Because you've laid down, Jesus, for way too long, right? And that's what it is. So it's like, get your financials together before you walk towards something else, because clearly somebody wants to walk towards this, but they've got a lot with them. So you've got to be careful and make sure that you have what you need. Right? I'm all of a sudden like, somebody's got to be careful of their bank account, what they've grown, and it also could be like stuff in their home as well, like pot plants, something at home that makes them money. I don't know if it's like you're a breeder, like a dog breeder or something like that, or like you have something that is building you money and you have to watch it. It could be in your garden. Like you could have like a vegetable garden and that's what you take to the market on the weekend, right? And you're like, okay, well, I mean, I have to stay where I am but I want to go towards something else. So it's almost like you physically have to go somewhere, but you have to make sure your foundation is okay. So recently, what I have done personally, so then, oh, look at this card was flipped and it was in reverse. So this is definitely about somebody at home, okay? Trying to get away from somebody that's at home. So what was the story I was going to? Oh yeah, I recently been noticing that someone's been breaking into my apartment and stealing little things, you know, thank goodness. And so I just put up a bunch of fucking cameras. And I went to electronics store and I spent like $170 on this camera. And I cover it up like when I'm home or whatever, right? And then when I go out, it's got an alarm on it, so I can actually arm it. And if anybody walks into my apartment, there's one at the front door and then there's one coming into the apartment, actually. If anybody walks in, if it even senses motion, that shit goes straight to my phone. I can actually, if my sister and I are both not home, I can just pull the camera up and see exactly what's going on in my house. And to be honest, because I block it, I feel better about it. I don't really care if other people are looking at, you know, like spies and shit. I don't really care if anybody else is looking at it, because the way that I see it, my house is safe. For that time that I'm not there, I can physically, and it's like $15 a month, and my house is secure. Okay, so maybe you should invest in cameras, right? And make sure that you've got it locked down so then somebody can't do something, because even if they go and they knock the camera down, you can still be like, well, look at, they knocked the camera down. You can still, like, there's a charge there no matter what. So it's like, it's almost like somebody, I know it seems petty. There's the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Like, I know it seems petty, but something wants you to move quickly. Okay, which is why this Knight is in reverse. I was wondering why he was in reverse, because he was in reverse when he came out with some stack, maybe the Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. I think he was in reverse, and I forgot that he was even sitting there still. So that's why I'm like, okay, well, I think somebody wants you to move quickly, because that's the Eight of Wands. Like, you can't fuck around. It's not like, oh, okay, well, I know I can do that, so if there's a problem, I'll do it. The universe is kind of saying, like, stop laying down to this. Like, this is a partner from the devil. This partner was never supposed to be with you. This partner was a temptation and an addiction. Therefore, the way it ends is going to be greasy. It's going to be messy. So I just heard, I don't know if you want to flee the ship and then you just have somebody else come over and take care of your stuff, right? Like a really trusted friend or a family member. And I know that sucks, but that's why you have the cameras then. Right? And it's like, you can actually even get a fucking camera on every single one of your animals. You can put a camera right beside their tank. My sister actually was thinking about doing that with one of her animals, because she wants to know how she does things in the middle of the night when no one's watching. So she's like, I think I'm going to put a fucking baby cam on her. I want to know what she's doing at night. And I'm like, oh my God, you're hilarious. So maybe do that. Maybe put some baby cams around to everything, and then get your friend to come over. And then I know the anxiety of leaving my pets. I know what that feels like. I am constantly worried about them. And look at one is freaking out right now because they can hear me talking. Hi, just staring at me right now, because normally I would take them out. Aren't they getting a little bit of anxiety if they don't come out every day? And I can feel their anxiety. Like, I don't want to leave them. And like, even my sister, like, she won't take them out. She won't take anybody out of their cages or anything, you know, because she doesn't want to lose them, or she doesn't want anything to happen. So like, I know what that anxiety feels like, to not be with your animals, or to not be at home, or not be with your children. So therefore, if you flee the coop and you wait for this person to leave because you're not coming back, okay, like, go stay with your mom or something, you know, you're not coming back, then only be there when they're not there, and have a friend with you. Always have a bodyguard. Honestly, I thought that was so stupid. I thought bringing my sister around everywhere to sometimes these establishments that would fucking rip me off, and I was like, well, I'm sick of walking in by myself. I'm sick of being vulnerable by myself, because I'm going to fucking lose it on these people. So I want a witness. I want somebody with me. And then, plus, you know what I started doing myself is I actually just started recording a lot of conversations that I had with these these bosses with my phone right there. So then I could be like, okay, this conversation, by the way, is being recorded. So then I know that you know that everybody can hear this if I need them to, because you're not going to corner me. You're going to start fucking basically threatening me or doing something. I'm going to watch you. And like now people just straight up film people like, okay, you think you're going to get away with this? Like, honestly, I know it seems petty, but cameras all the way. Cameras all the way. The devil plays tricks. He knows how to fuck with you. Okay, he's the best one. But once you learn how to beat him, 9 of Wands in reverse, there goes all that anxiety. Because it's not hard. It's just a lot of times, there's the star right there. So I don't know if you've got an Aquarius energy around you or it's like connect with yourself. Someone's like, honestly, all about this energy is deep. Ooh, is deep. That's shit that you do in the middle of the night. Somebody's got a lot of anxiety at night. And that anxiety, that prison turns to this. Walking away for something that's like mystical, that is forgiving, that's replenishable, that's grounding. It's like once you get rid of this energy, you then connect with yourself, which allows you to go deeper, which I think somebody really wants to do. They want to know what love is. Okay, I was just listening to that song. Oh my God, I put on this song this morning. Don't You Forget About Me by Simple Minds. And then it just started playing on my Spotify. And then that song came on. Oh my God. Oh man. What did I just say? I forget the song because now I have Don't Forget About Me. As you walk up. Okay, then what was the other song? I just forgot it. See, it's so ridiculous. I already forgot it. I don't know what I said, but somebody knows what I just said there. I don't remember. It just left so fast because now I've got Simple Minds playing in my head. There's the King of Swords. Ooh, 5 of Pentacles just came popping out there, but in reverse. Okay, so this is not going to be a bad decision for you, but you can't lie to yourself. Okay, lying to yourself, there's Temperance right there. So there's Sagittarius energy right there. All right, balance yourself. This is a lot about balancing yourself, balancing your emotions, okay? And don't give in to temptation, that spontaneous temptation again, okay? Somebody wants you to break a contract, all right? Give this cup to yourself, all right? Because somebody is really sad because they can't make this decision. They don't want to make this decision. There's something that they have to do and they don't want to do it because it involves an uncomfortable time. But any transition involves an uncomfortable time. That's why we've got Scorpio. Like it is a transition. And like we have to go through them all the time, like beginning a job, moving somewhere, a new pet, so many things, adding somebody into your family. Like there's always that awkward moment and you can't get rid of it. There's nothing you can do, but laying down to die instead kind of seems like the universe is like, I don't really think that that's an option. Like, I don't really think you want to just lay down to this anymore and succumb to this partnership that is just an addiction. That's all it is. It's something that, somebody wanted to involve you in. I don't really know why, but the devil works in mysterious ways. You saw this coming. Ain't that a bitch? Because you made this decision to do something and you saw yourself leaving. You saw this going bad. Okay, so the universe is like, you got to really work smart right now. Okay, which is why I drew the rain coming down on the grass. You don't go outside and water your grass when you know it's going to rain. You let the rain water the grass. You got to work smart here. Stop excusing overload. There's so many people can make excuse after excuse after excuse as to why they don't want to do something. But honestly, your protection is very much needed right now. Somebody is not who you think that they are. And every time you go down this road, you have this premonition. You have this Like, that's why I'm looking now at this crystal ball right here. Like, it's like you know that something is not right with this person. I don't know if they beat your dogs, or I don't know if they hurt somebody, like somebody, or if like they purposely fuck with your shit. You know, it's like I would put up cameras personally just to see my intuition, because your intuition can make you feel like you're crazy if you don't validate it, if you don't check yourself, if you don't go like, I keep hearing this and I can't ignore it anymore. If you keep ignoring it, then you're going to lose all your signals. Yeah, you're going to lose all your signals, because this is not teamwork. Right? This is not teamwork. Whatever it is, somebody is flipping the table on you every time. And because you can't see it, it's behind closed doors, you're believing them. And that's what's wrong with this situation, is because anybody can lie to you. Anybody can look you fucking dead in the eyes and lie to you, because they've been doing it for that long. And they're gullible, because then all of a sudden they probably spread their legs, or they take their clothes off, or they fucking distract you in some way, and they get you. I mean, it's the devil. They pour a drink in front of you, right? If you're fat, they put food in front of you, you know, like to shut you up right away. Like, I mean, it's really easy to use the devil in a partnership. It's not fucking hard. Like, I know people who have straight up used people's temptations to get what they wanted out of somebody, and it's fucking gross. It's gross because it's automatically tainted from day one. You know what I mean? That's why I feel like, you know, the shit is coming. You know that this was a problem. You know that something was wrong. You just didn't want to face it. What is the devil saying to this person right now? Okay. I don't know if you just saw that, but I just got shoved. Okay, here we go. Incubation. Somebody has been in an incubation, okay? With quite a bit of secrets. But also, I think the devil knows your secrets. Okay? Because you say them. And when you say them, he hears them. So he's telling your partner your secrets. Okay? And she's using them against you. Fertility. Oh, you probably have kids with this person. Or they're trying to get pregnant. Do not sleep with this person right now, because maybe that's it. They have an egg right now that wants to be fertilized, and that's the secret. So maybe you got an ex right now that's trying to get back with you because they know that they can get pregnant. Oh, God, that's so gross. Oh, that's so gross. Oh, okay. This is pretty bad. They're trying to get pregnant by Halloween. Okay, that's why I saw Michael Myers. Okay, they're trying to get pregnant by Halloween. Okay. This is a high priestess in reverse. This person does not know what they're doing, and they're very irresponsible. They clearly have a lot of children. They use children as that crutch. They use them with people as like bait. Okay? So the world is telling you to go home. Go home. Get away from this person. Go where you are comfortable. Go where it feels like home. Go where that's why I thought maybe somebody needs to go home to their mom or something like that. Get away from this person, okay? Because that's what the devil, I think even the devil's trying to warn you, like, listen, if this person gets a hold of you, they're gonna do something, and I'm warning you right now. Like, this partner, whatever, that's why you're laying down. This person wants you to lay down so then they can sleep with you. Ooh, this is pretty bad. This person is a witch. They know what they're doing. And they're very powerful at what they do. Okay, they're very powerful with what they do. They could also, I'm getting like, I don't know if this person is a dog breeder. Like, I'm getting maybe one dog is yours and one dog is hers, and she's gonna try to mate that bitch by this end of this cycle, so then you can keep the dogs together, which means she can keep you together? What the fuck? Oh my God. See how twisted people are? Like, they will hold on to any crutch that they can, anything that they can. And this fertility is scaring me. This is scary. This is something that this person is secretly trying to do. By Halloween. They could actually even be like trying to look up spells. Did you just knock that down? Yeah, that's okay. Are you okay? Hold on, my snake just dropped something. Are you okay? Oh, okay, you're okay. Are you okay? Okay. I know. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I'm gonna deal with this later, okay? Sorry about that. I got these new sticks and it fell and I gotta rearrange that today. I just wanted to make sure he doesn't get hurt. Okay. And that's the thing is like clearly spirit really wants this reading out so that somebody doesn't get hurt. And then so his soul doesn't get used again. So I think the moral of the story is by the end here. Ooh, look at that on the bottom of the deck. There's water cleansing. So somebody really has to clear themselves. Like, oh, they clear your temple, have a shower, and then ground yourself and really think about this new beginning for yourself. Okay, this new beginning towards a different stability, okay, and initiate yourself into this. And there's the familiar. See, in reverse, I do think that somebody is trying to either use themselves or use an animal to stay with you and get them pregnant. Okay. And a lot of protection is needed. A lot of protection. Okay. A lot of protection. Don't fuck around. Like I'm getting, I don't know what the fuck this person's doing. They're brewing something. And that's why I think they're brewing an egg. This person obviously knows, like, when they ovulate, they know how to trap. And you know what? Back in the day, to try to track my periods, I had this pregnancy app, because you could use it for your periods, right? To track. So then I knew, like, when did I fucking have that app? Because I feel like I must have been dating somebody. Because I was really like trying so hard not to get pregnant. And so I found this app. Yes, I was like late 20s, like maybe 27 or something. And this app had just came out. And I was starting to track my periods to see exactly when I was ovulating so that I would not sleep with that person at all, anywhere near my period. And I think they're using that same app because why all of a sudden when I think of that fucking app, I don't sleep with anybody, so I don't need to fucking have an app on my phone about when I fucking ovulate. And plus I know when my body's ovulating because I can feel it, which some women can and some women can't. I'm a woman that can actually feel her egg moving, which is really fucked, and it fucking is really weird feeling, and it's kind of really uncomfortable, and it's weird for some of us. So some of us know when we're ovulating. So I know exactly when my egg drops, exactly when it drops. So this person, however, is using something to guide themselves so then they know exactly when they ovulate. And this is some woman. And the reason why they're coming up as a goddess is because of the spell. You find them attractive. They use their attractiveness. Maybe they put like a spell on themselves or something. Okay. And then look at the Wicked Red is in reverse, which really, really affirms the fact that they are not abiding by the laws. Okay, by the natural laws. They're trying to do something. They're trying to force something. And that is scary. It's like somebody taking fertility drugs, like trying so hard to get this person to just stay with them and give up this new beginning. And the world is really saying, like, you got to balance yourself and get out of this. Because if you get into another passionate and igniting relationship with this person again, this is not only going to be a child that comes out of this or offspring that comes out of this, but it's going to be a hex. Because they used the laws of nature in reverse. To trap, not to create. They used healing in reverse to hurt, not to heal. This person is very backwards. Okay? So, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay? If it doesn't resonate, don't take it. There is no point. For personal readings, whitneymoonshine@gmail.com. All right, you can check. You can email me if you'd like for a personal reading. If not, just enjoy the channel. It's all good. Doesn't matter. Everything in life, if you can get it for free, then ain't nothing wrong with that. And plus, if the readings resonate, then there is no reason to do a personal reading. But if it's kind of like you want to maybe get to the bottom of some shit, then we definitely can do that with a personal reading, because some of these messages are just god awful and people want a little bit more information on it, you know, which I do have a lot of personality cards and shit, which kind of help narrow it down to who's doing what. Like, honestly, the way that I see it is somebody's really sad, and the only way that you get unsad is to do something, is to get up, is to walk away, is to go towards something. Not worry about money, not worry about your finances. Sometimes you have to keep yourself alive. And that's what your truth, if that's what your truth is saying to you, then try not to ignore it. You know what I mean? Because if you ignore it, then it might not come back to you ever again. And then if it doesn't come back to you, then the universe might not have your back again. You know what I mean? Like, it's only going to help you for so long. Okay, what's the advice? That one was kind of... And, you know, we had candle magic on the bottom of the deck, but I didn't take it. But now look at it, came back out again. So, let's see. Oh, we got the heart. The heart almost never comes out. And we got the food, some soul food, and then we got the tree, okay? So somebody, I really feel like candles might do a lot for you. Like, I have this fake one going right now, but I only have this fake one going because I'm really scared that I'm going to burn myself while I'm sitting right here. But candles are... I can just sit and stare at a candle burn. It's so hypnotizing. So I feel like maybe the universe kind of telling you that maybe you need to sit and contemplate some stuff and sit and burn with a candle, you know, and stare at and listen to what your head is telling you, right? Because somebody wants expansion. Somebody wants to grow. Somebody wants transition. I keep looking at these sticks that I glued together for my snake. When I first got him, I made this. So I put a bunch of sticks together and then I painted it. And I put all these leaves on it. And it's this kind of cool shape too. Almost looks like a slingshot. And then it's got all these branches so he could crawl all over it. That's when I first got him. He was really tiny. So he kind of used it, kind of didn't. But it sparked doing their jungle gyms and stuff on the wall. So I'm kind of looking at that and I'm like, you know, you can grow in so many different ways. And add different things to it, you know, add different parts to your life so then you can make it better. Like, there's all different leaves on there and different plants and different species and different, you know, like everything is when you start to grow, like, I mean, the more you grow, something is really like connect with food. I don't know if they want you to cook more, and I love cooking. I'm trying to master an apple crisp right now, and let me tell you, it is... Oh, I've never had an apple crisp better, to be honest. Like, I have mastered it. And then the other day, I've been mastering manicotti. I'm trying to make the best manicotti I can possibly make because I just never had it. And I really like it. And, you know, it's just different things, like anything that just gets you. And then sometimes I even put on a movie. Like yesterday, my sister was sleeping. She was laying down. She worked a lot. So I watched this movie called Asphalt City. And while I was making an apple crisp, and then it was, you know, I just put it on my phone and put it in the kitchen. And so I didn't make, you know, a whole lot of noise. Like usually I just crank my music and just start baking and cooking. And I lose time. I lose hours in the kitchen. And then I make a whole bunch of stuff for the week. And my sister and I work back-to-back shifts on the weekends. So I try to stock up the fridge so that we don't have to cook for those 3 days because, you know, we're back-to-back with the car and shit. And it's too hard to cook. And, you know, so, and today I'm going to make a bake. Oh man, the squash I made the other day, I got this acorn squash from this market and I made it and I put extra brown sugar in it and I didn't even realize that I did it. And then I was like, oh my God, can you make squash with too much brown sugar? And my sister's like, fuck no. And I'm like, okay, because like I put a lot of fucking brown sugar in that shit. And then I got Malden salt. I don't know if you know Malden salt, but it's this like beautiful, flaky, expensive salt. Put some of that on there. Oh my God. It was like candied squash. I never had anything better in my life. And then I made it with unsalted butter too. So then when I added the Malden salt, it really like popped. Holy shit. Like when you start baking, it's so amazing, you know, like it brings you back to life. And then the food that you're eating at work is better and everything that's going in your stomach is better. And then you feel better, you make better decisions. You know, the more fast food you eat, the more backed up you get. And then your thoughts get all fucked. And like, I really recommend somebody maybe do a parasite cleanse. Really all it is just pills. Is you just take these organic pills, get rid of some of the gut parasites you might have or parasites in your blood or something, get you moving, get you up, get you like motivated again, right? Love yourself. It all starts with yourself. It all starts with that good cup of love. Like right now I'm drinking just pure mint leaves. Oh, pure mint leaves and just a little bit of sugar. And then my favorite one I've been making too is clove. Just cloves in water, and because cloves kill parasite larvae. And then I put a cinnamon stick in water the other day, and I made the most beautiful cinnamon tea, and put a little mint in there. Oh, like I mean, it just makes you start to feel a lot better as opposed to drinking tea bags and going to Tim Hortons and pumping coffee in yourself. And it's just, it just really starts to back you up. So clearly somebody needs to get themselves and moving and not only their body, but inside of their body as well. It seems like the inside of somebody's body needs to get moving, like gut rot. I feel like somebody's got gut rot or something, and that's from eating way too much crap. Like the only thing I really eat when I go out is subs, which is awful because of the deli meat, but and then Greek food. Greek is always good, and they are usually pretty fresh with their ingredients. But I mean, you can't eat Greek every day, you know, but like try to, if you are on the road, try to eat, or like stop at a restaurant and have a steak, you know, like treat yourself. When you have to feed yourself and you can't always cook, then eat well. I mean, sometimes if I'm having a really like weird morning, I'll just like cook a fucking 7-ounce ribeye and like I'm good for the day. Like I not like I have to eat, but like it's just like, you know, it sets the tone for the day. I've got energy. I don't have to worry about food. My iron is good, you know, like, I mean, food is everything. Breakfast is a lot. Like to eat breakfast, you really got to eat breakfast and set the tone for the day. So love yourself, eat food, light some candles. Candles are so magical right now. Like I got this pumpkin going and I'm keeping a candle inside of them. And it's just, you know, candles are so soothing and they make you feel good and they're just homely. You know, somebody needs to feel like they're at home. Maybe you're going to move into a hotel or something. Buy yourself candles. You know, bring some stuff from home. Bring your favorite quilts and a couple of your own pillows and whatever it is that you have to do to feel better about this transition. Whatever this weird, awkward stage is, right? Like if you're starting a new job, you know, like bring weed for right when you're done or when you're, you know, on your break or something. And just, so then you're just doing something that you would normally do at home, right? It helps. It helps because this world is so weird and we can get so disoriented so quickly and so like creeped out by things that it's just nice to have things that you own places. So then you don't feel so lost, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, we're going to end it there. Peppermint is so good. Oh. But I also buy about 5 bushels of mint a week to drink fresh mint tea. So it doesn't come with its price. Trust me, I don't drink the bagged shit. I drink the fresh shit. And oh my God, I go through so much mint a week. It's so funny. It's like $20 worth of mint a week. Anyways, treat your body right. Treat your gut good. And whatever this was about, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It's all for entertainment. You know, sometimes it resonates for people, sometimes it doesn't, obviously. And it's not going to resonate for everybody. I know that. You should know that. And but if it does resonate, like I hope you get out of this. I hope that this person does not choose to do what I'm thinking that they're going to choose to do and just be smart and put those cameras up or Only go home when you've got a friend with you. Don't play dumb. Don't think that even the partner that you sleep beside, you know, because I can almost guarantee you the ones that you think you know the best are actually the ones you don't know at all. Because usually people don't really give too much up. You've got to kind of figure out how they are, you know. And I can tell you what this person's been doing is putting a show on in front of you. So be careful, be safe, and I will see you again.